What's up, YouTube? Been a while since I put an episode up. I want to talk about addiction and recovery, like I always do. Addiction is, by my definition, something that's self-destructive in one's nature based on their own decisions. So that can be drugs, it could be lust. I mean, addiction has a lot of different vices for a lot of different people. But more importantly, it's a special affliction, and the fact that the only cure or the only help is decisions you make. So it's really neat in that sense that anybody can be lost, but anybody can be found. And I really like that. And addicts, in my opinion, are special in the fact that they'll drive whatever they can to go get what they want. I mean, whether it's a high, whether it's a drink, whether it's a woman, whether a car. I mean, it doesn't matter what an addiction is. It really, a lot of addicts operate the same way based in that realm. But recovery is a sensitive topic for everybody. You know, there's certain states that have music programs. That's really cool. That's kind of personal to me. I like to write music. You know, it's fun. It keeps my mind focused instead of sitting with idle time, sitting there like, oh man, I used to be getting high with all this time I have on my hands. What am I going to do now, right? So that's really neat. But people get so twisted in a 12-step process. They get twisted in these steps of I have to jump through this, I have to jump through this. And recovery is what works for you. There's some states, I know there's 9 states that prescribe medical marijuana. And in those 9 states, opiate deaths have dropped 23% across the board. I mean, so some states are using medical marijuana as an exit drug versus an entry drug, which is really cool for me. I mean, I'm an advocate for anybody that wants to make their life better by any means necessary. Any means necessary. And if smoking a little herb helps you from putting a fucking needle in your arm, go for it. That works really good. I don't know. I just feel like today was a neat message. There's a lot of bad stuff going on Facebook, on social media. You see people like myself that are no longer anonymous, and they're filming these broken people that need help. I can't imagine myself doing that. I can't imagine myself at the worst point in my life. Somebody coming up to me with a camera. Hey, look at Howard. He's all fucked up. I'm going to take him in. We're going to get him some help. Drop him the fuck off, and we're just going to post a bunch about it. I don't like that. You know, you have the right to remain anonymous. That's your right as a person. So yeah, I'd like to see that come to a stop. But that's neither here nor there. I just really wanted to get on here to say, you know, your life is what you make it. I'm a firm believer you are where you are because of circumstances and decisions you've made. You know, there are extenuating factors that might not always make that exactly what happens, but for most of us, you know, that's pretty hammer on the nail. But don't lose hope. Life's supposed to be hard. I mean, life's not easy on anybody. Even the Son of God didn't have an easy life, you know. I won't go into that. This isn't a religious stand. I can't think of anybody I know successful, addict, myself, my parents, my siblings, my coworkers. Nothing in life is easy. And that's the same way with addiction and recovery, you know, like it's not easy being an addict. You know, you're breaking laws, you're doing this, but we put ourselves through hell doing it, you know. Recovery is not easy either. It takes a conscious mind. And it is a decision that you will make. It's not something somebody's going to force you to. You can't do it for your children. You can't do it for your wife. You can't do it for your parents. You can't do it for God. You know, you have to do it for you, and it's that decision. And that's why people get so lost in this stuff. Is it comes down to our decisions. And addicts are weak-minded. I'm still weak-minded. I have a very weak mind. I'm 82 days into my own recovery. And this is my accountability system. I like this. I kind of wish more people would get into it, you know. I know it's not easy jumping online for the world to see, oh, James is saying this and that. I've had a lot of people address me, but I think my main thing is I want everybody to be okay. You know, like addiction hurts me every day. I see it in my own family. I see it in my friends. It affects me still, even though I choose not to be part of it. But recovery is an option. It's not, your life's not over. You're not worthless. You have something to offer. And I just want to really be clear in the recovery thing. Like, your recovery is yours. Find what works for you. If keeping a journal, it's where you keep your thoughts focused, keep your emotions in check. If that works for you, keep a journal. I'm not going to advocate for what choice recovery is right. I just want to advocate the recovery itself is right. So take that, think on it. I know I'm still thinking on it. I don't know what else to say. As always, thanks you two for listening. Subscribe to my channel if you like what I'm saying. Check out my music. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Love you guys. Follows.